In this video, I'm going to talk to you about Facebook lookalike audiences and how to use them to quickly grow and scale your Facebook ads campaigns. Jay Williams here, and if this is the first time you visited my YouTube channel, a big warm welcome. If you're someone in particular who's in the e-commerce space, running an e-commerce store, then I've created an exclusive Facebook group called Facebook Ads for E-commerce Stores, where you can get industry tips, insights and lessons around Facebook advertising that's shared nowhere else on the internet. And if you wait to the end of this video, I've got a very special gift for you. Now let's talk about lookalike audiences. What really are they? Well, they are kind of what they say on the tin. They're a lookalike of something else. And that something else is known as a custom audience. Now, if you didn't know already, you can create custom audiences within the Facebook ads platform. And a custom audience is basically a group of people that have taken a specific action. Now, there are a number of these actions which you can create custom audiences for. I'm going to show you how to create one in just a second. Now, when we're talking about audiences within Facebook, we normally use the sharpshooter targeting method, and that's part of a bigger system called the Facebook Ads Ecom Traffic and Conversion System. Now, the first part I taught was very much based around interest, and I'll put a link to the first video in the description below so you can watch that. But if you just want to create a lookalike audience, stay with me. So to create a custom audience, we're going to need what's called a source audience. This is going to be, like I say, a group of people that have taken a specific action. Now, how many people do you need in that source audience to create a lookalike audience based off it? So I pulled this up. The original, that should say origin audience, maybe original, which is the list you upload to Facebook, maybe, I'll show you another way in a minute, must have at least 100 people. The ad should deliver it to at least 20 of those matched, although in practice you might have a lot of difficulty delivering impressions to an audience that small. So basically, the bigger the audience, the better. Now, custom audience can be created off a number of different actions people have taken. So we can create custom audiences for people who've engaged with your brand, maybe a video, maybe liked your page, engaged with your ad, sent your page a message. People who visited your website, we can retarget those people and build an audience based off those people who visited a specific page or just visited any page on your website. They have shown interest in your brand. People who view content, so people who view specific product pages off the back of an ad. This again is a better quality audience. I'll try to do these in order. Email subscribers, so people who've gone onto your website, had a look around your website, you've offered them a newsletter of some kind or some kind of discount offer to actually use on your site. They've taken you up on that offer and they're now on an email list. You can upload these to Facebook. Add to cart based on the Facebook pixel. So if someone's added to cart, you can create a lookalike audience based off them. Initiate checkout, people who initiate checkout. And finally, the last one, people who've purchased from you. So purchasing customers. Now, lookalike audiences. We're going to create lookalike audiences based on this segment of people here. So we're going to say to Facebook, hey Facebook, here's a load of data on people who've taken all of these actions. I want you to go out there and find me a ton of people who look very similar to these people who've taken these specific actions. Now, to create a lookalike audience, we first need to create a custom audience. So the way in which you do that is you go into Facebook Ads Manager. You're going to go to the top here and you're going to type in audiences, and it's going to open up the audiences tab here, which is going to look something like this. So if this is the first time you've uploaded a custom audience, you're going to get something similar to this. Now, to create a custom audience, all we do is click create custom audience. And Facebook's going to ask you, how do you want to create this particular audience? And because I have a customer file, people who've already purchased from this brand, I'm going to go ahead and click customer file. And because this is coming from an email list, I'm going to add customers from your own file or copy and paste data. If you have MailChimp, of course, you can import straight from MailChimp. I'm going to accept the terms and conditions. This is very much in line with GDPR to make sure you've collected it in the right way. And then I'm going to select the original data source. So I'm going to say I've collected these directly from customers, so people who've purchased from my brand. Go ahead and click upload files. It's got to be a CSV or a text file, as you can see here. And I'm going to go and locate the file which I actually want to upload. You can see here I have a CSV file, so people who've purchased from this brand in the last 30 days. This comes straight from an Amazon store, so if you do run an Amazon store, then you can obviously download them and upload them to Facebook as well, which is really, really powerful. I'm going to give it a name. If I want, I'm just going to put purchased AMZ for Amazon and then 30 days. Go ahead and click next. Facebook's going to ask you to map out the identifiers. So you need to take a close look at these, 'cause the more data you have in here, the better Facebook's going to be able to map this audience and the better quality the audience is going to be. So for this, I can see these are Amazon email addresses, so this doesn't work. So I'm going to say to Facebook, do not upload them, because it won't be able to match them to any particular profiles on Facebook. I'm going to go further down and see what else I can find. Recipient's name, so I have the full name here, but I want first name, so let's go first name, and then let's go second name. We're going to call that the surname. So Facebook can use the first name and the surname to find people within Facebook. I can use city, so let's go ahead and use city. And if you've got any other elements, zip code is quite powerful. We have their real email address in here as well we can leverage. So I'm going to give Facebook plenty of opportunities to find these people on Facebook. I'm going to click upload and create. And after a few minutes, Facebook is actually going to upload this list of customers to Facebook. So I can then go ahead and create a lookalike audience based off it. So you can see here, I have my custom audience created. The size isn't available yet, but I know this size is way more than 100. Ideally, the bigger the better. I'd normally say a minimum of 200 personally to get a big enough audience in here. But for this one, this list is going to be absolutely fine. Next, to create a lookalike audience, all I'm going to do is tick the box, and I'm going to click on Actions and click Create Lookalike. Now, if I choose the location, if I go United Kingdom, it's going to give me an audience of just over 400,000. So if I click that, 411,000. And if I go to the US, I think it's going to give me over 2 million, I believe. I think it's 2.2. You can see 2.2 million here. Now, we can adjust the audience size in here. So you can see 21 million. And what you have here is a scale of how similar this audience is to the original source audience. So at 1%, it goes all the way up to 10. The audience is going to be quite tight, so it's going to be very similar to this group of people here. As you expand this out all the way up to 10, if you really want to go that wide, then the audience is going to get less and less like the original source audience. But you can scale when you're starting to get results with these few audiences in here. I normally don't go as far as 5 to begin with because I want to see if I can get results with audiences that are closest to the original audience to begin with, because I know those are my customers. So what I'd recommend you do is you can create one audience to begin with just by setting it to 2.2 million and clicking create audience, or you can click show advanced options, and this is what I like to do. So I like to set this up very quickly. I'm all about leveraging time. So I might say, okay, 4 audiences. And it's going to tell me the audiences that are going to be created here. 1%, 1 to 2%, 2 to 5, 5 to 6. So I'm just going to pull that back a little bit, and I'm going to pull that back to 5. So you can see here, I have a group of audiences that I can test right away. And you can adjust these however you like. You can bring this in, and it's going to adjust all of these audiences for you. You can bring it into 4, or you can expand it out to 10. But I recommend sticking below the 5% to begin with. Once I'm happy with that, and you can see audience sizes here, 4.3 million, huge audiences for you to test, and that's why it's great to have these audiences so you can actually scale when you find winning audiences. And then all I'm going to do is click create audiences. And within a few seconds, Facebook has now created these audiences. I'm going to let them populate, and then I'm going to be able to use these audiences within my Facebook ad campaigns. So that is how you create Facebook lookalike audiences so you can quickly grow and scale your Facebook ad campaigns. Now, if you're sat there and you're thinking, okay, Jay, well, which audiences do I need to create? What are the best audiences to actually target? You might also be someone who's already creating lookalike audiences and you're running out of targeting options and you feel overwhelmed with the amount of targeting available. Now, I did promise you a very special gift, and that special gift is a group of 1,000, I think it's 240 tests which you can run and audiences that you can create through lookalike and custom audiences. So this is going to give you a ton of targeting options, and I've put them in order in which I think are the best possible audiences. Now, to actually get hold of that particular document, it's actually part of my Facebook ads for e-commerce stores group. So if you're interested in getting hold of that copy, go ahead into the description. There will be a link there in which you can go ahead and join the group. Now, if you enjoyed the video and you want to hear more from me, please go ahead and click the subscribe button below this video. If you really enjoyed the video, give me a big thumbs up. And if you've got any comments, questions, or feedback for me at all, then please feel free to place it in the comments box below. Have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you soon for another video. Bye for now.